What it do, what it do, what it do? What's the word, y'all? Get a couple minutes to get everything right. Start this episode today. Let's get everybody in the chat. What's the word, chat? Top of the morning, good morning. Let's get right. Let's get right, let's get right, let's get right. What's the word, y'all? What's the word? Oh, Mike, it shouldn't be moving like that. Tap in, man. Click like, share, and subscribe. Click like, share, and subscribe, baby. I got a story to tell. I got a nice little story for y'all. We're minutes away from episode 5. This is the Stash Box Podcast, you know what I'm saying? As y'all know, we got the rebranding going on. I officially go by the name of Zamarant now. Everything is Zamarant. All music I'm going to put out from now on is going to be under Zamarant. Z-A-M-O-R-A-N-T. Zamarant. Like the basketball player John Morant, but I'm Zamarant. I'm a stoner and I just, you know, yeah. Let's get people up in the chat. Tell you. It's a good convo today. Good convo today. I got a story to tell. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get real for a sec. We're going to get really real for a sec. Tune in. I'm fucking tired too, man. Long night at the studio, man. Long night. I did a session from 11 to 1:30 or some shit like that. It wasn't long, it was just a long night. Pause. Let's get it, man. We almost 10 minutes away. I need everybody to tap in today, man. We're talking real talk today. I'm gonna tell a story a lot of people have been wondering about, or what used to wonder about. I never told this story live before. But we're gonna tell it live today. You know what I'm saying? So grab your seat, light you up something. You know what I'm saying? Get right, get yourself situated. We finna talk. We finna have a nice little talk. I'm finna tell a nice little story, man. And I hope at the end of this it helps somebody somewhere that's fighting addiction and going through a hard time in life. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it though, man. Share the live, share the live, share the live. Click like, share, and subscribe. Stash Box Podcast, baby. We climbing, man. Slowly but surely. This is that Rolls choice. See, I smoke real strands. Like y'all niggas be making up shit. Like I don't get that. I don't get that, man. But to each its own. I'm gonna keep smoking like Cheech and Chong. Like I said, to each its own, Cheech and Chong. I'll leave a nigga roof smoking. Whew. A little throwaway ball for y'all. Let's get it. It's 9:50, which means it's 12:50 East Coast time. 10 minutes away, y'all. Let's join the chat. Let's join the chat. Let's get people up in here. I want a nice little audience, man. This is a long story, and you know, I want everybody to pay attention to this shit. Like I said, I never told this story on live. Few people know the story. Few people were around when you know what I'm saying? So very few. Yeah. Gotta wake up, Stiggity. Let's go. Tap in, tap in. Yeah. Tap in. Nine minutes away, y'all. Let's go, man. I don't see nobody getting up in the chat. Let's go. Y'all know what time this was going live, so don't act brand new now. Just saying. I got a story to tell. I got a story to tell. Let's get it, y'all. Mind out. I'm still tired, low key, but I had to wake up and do this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? See what I mean? Studio at night, and then I gotta wake up in the morning. I was gonna do the Wake and Bake morning show, but nah, I was too tired. I was too tired. I'm gonna do the Wake and Bake for the next few mornings straight, back to back. Zoo the kid. Zoo, we need some roller. Fresh bottle. No White Claws today. We're gonna do water. Man, it's funny. We don't talk about it in the story, but it's funny how I got water today. I wasn't even planned, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's go, man. Let's fill the chat up. Let's fill the chat up. Click like, share, and subscribe, man. I can't repeat it enough. Click like, share, and subscribe. It's the only way you're going to know when I'm going live, man. I'm not going to always keep telling y'all, man. Y'all need to start paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Just like y'all get notifications for anybody else podcast, nigga. Like, treat my shit the same way. Let's get it. We 6 minutes away. Grab a seat, man. We're going to get deep. Pause. I'm going to talk some real shit, man. I'm going to tell a story I ain't never told on live, man. And like I said, I pray it helps somebody around the world somewhere. You know what I mean? If not a group of people. But yeah, I'm going to tell my story, man. I feel like y'all got to know me. A lot of y'all don't know me, you know what I'm saying? Especially with this new rebrand, like, you know, this new brand that I'm doing, Zamarant. Like, y'all don't even, a lot of y'all didn't even know Stash. Y'all definitely don't know Zamarant. On another note, just did the whacked out mural freestyle last night, but I guess due to this shit that Kendrick did. Now it makes sense what Drake talking about, man. Because it said SoundCloud sent me a message saying due to a new deal that Kendrick got with his DSPs, I can't put that song out on my SoundCloud. Like niggas is whack for that. See, and I took a line out of the song that I should have said. See, I should have came with you, Kendrick. But see, doing whack shit like that, you should have let niggas be able to put the song out. Why you don't want to let niggas put their own version out? Because you know the real spitters that jump on that. Pause. It's cool though. We gonna play the song all day today live. They not stopping that. They not stopping that. We going live, baby, on IG. What is it? I'm Za Morant. I'm _ Za _ Morant. On IG, we going live playing Whacked Out Murals by Za Morant. SoundCloud wanna hate, but we still gonna put it out. You dig? All right, y'all, let's get ready. We 5 minutes away. I'm excited, man, because y'all about to hear another side of me. I'm gonna bring her all the way from the beginning too, man. Like this is, you have to take a seat for this. You know what I'm saying? It'd be nice if people join the chat. You know what I mean? Also, you can donate to the channel. I'm gonna figure out how to put my shit. No, definitely donate to the channel if you support. Same way you support these other niggas. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, principles. Principles. You know what I'm saying? Principles. Shit that niggas don't live by anymore. 3 minutes away, man. We 3 minutes away. Let's get it, man. Tap in, Stashbox Podcast. We going live, baby. Ooh, I got a story for y'all, man. I wish I could play it live on here, but they'll flag me. They'll for sure. If SoundCloud flag me, they'll definitely flag me here on YouTube. But it's all right. I'm gonna get that record out. I'm about to send it to everybody I know, all the DJ niggas I know, all that. Record coming y'all way, man. Yo, DJ Crazy Doc, you getting the record first, my G. I'm sending that straight to you. Actually, Jay got it, so Jay, send that to Crazy Doc. Doc, I need you to spin that, baby. Spin that exclusive for a nigga. They trying to hate, they don't want me to put that out. Spin that. Funny thing is, my nigga Doc gonna spin that. He love when I get on my shit. Yeah. It was crazy. I was wondering why I kept uploading that shit and then it'll just disappear. I'm like, niggas taking my shit down with the quickness. Like, just like, it don't even let me, it'll say, all right, track ready. I press upload, then it'll say, give it a few minutes, then disappear. No, it'll go there for 3 seconds and then it'll disappear. It's a little chilly. We in the garage where they got the little heat on. I had to pitch that shit this way. Oh yeah. Let's get it, y'all. 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes. Grab you a seat, man. We about to get personal. Y'all know me. I wear my heart on my sleeve, so y'all niggas, there's nothing I don't hide. It's nothing I hide. There's nothing I don't hide. Y'all niggas know me. Let's get it, y'all. Grab a seat. Everybody ready? Let's get it. What's poppin', man? It's your boy Zamarant. Friendly Skies Exotic, Stoner Vibe Clothing, and of course, the flyest, highest podcast in the whole entire universe. The Stash Box Podcast, baby. This is episode 5. Episode 5. We talking addiction today, y'all. We talking addiction. And I got a real personal story that I'm going to share with y'all today. And hopefully this helps somebody fighting addiction. Now, addiction don't even have to, it's not just drugs. You could have addicted to food, addicted to just anything. Addiction, there's all types of addictions. You don't have, everybody just thinks it's drugs. Yeah, it's drugs, but, everybody's shit is the same. My shit wasn't drugs. Mine was alcohol. I was an alcoholic. And I became one at a young ass age. Let's talk about it, man. I need everybody to get in the chat. We about to get real. Pop a squat. Get right. Light you up something. Pour you something. Fuck it. But we about to get real. So let's take it back from the beginning, man. When I was younger, I have an older brother. That most of y'all know that. 10 years older than me. When I was 19, he was 29. So somewhere around, a little younger than that. But whatever. It's 10 years apart, right? So when I was younger, I always wanted to be around him, go to the studio with him, go wherever, right? I wasn't smoking back then. But I was always hyped to drink. I always wanted to drink. I'm like, man, let me drink. Always used to bug him about letting me drink, right? I remember he used to live in Brooklyn. There was one time in Brooklyn, and his homie was like, yo, Black, let him drink. So he gave me a sip of something. I forgot what it was. And right from there, I was lit. I think it was like some Bacardi or something. I don't know. It was something. And then he was like, he gave me like a beer, and I was like, I don't want no beer. He was like, yo, trust me, beers get you right. So I drank a beer, and I was lit. And then from then on, nigga just started drinking with his friends. Now see, in my younger days, man, the drinking was so crazy. Like, it started off cool, and then, you know what I'm saying, niggas would go and visit the homie that went to college, and niggas would drink every weekend, and niggas just started drinking just to drink. And we was like, back in them days, I was taking shots. I was drinking 151, Bacardi, fucking Stoli vodka, Sveka, fucking 99 apples, 99 bananas, all the hard, crazy shit. Hennessy, fucking, niggas wasn't really on tequila back then, but all the other shit, my nigga, Bacardi Gold, like, niggas was drinking disgusting shit. Jack Daniels, you know what I'm saying? And then we had this thing where niggas had Jack Daniels Wednesdays, niggas would get a gallon of Jack and a thing of chicken wings. It was crazy. Like, niggas was just, as I got older, the drinking just started getting crazier and, like, dealing with a lot of life shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, we all go through life shit, and then we all look for that thing to run to where niggas can escape, whether it be smoking, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, doing a harder drug, whether it be drinking, whether it be locking yourself in a room, or, you know what I'm saying, detaching yourself from the world, just getting dark with it, right? But, forgot where I was going with that, but, like, yeah, so at a young age, like, niggas, at a teenager, niggas started drinking hardcore, man. Every time niggas went out or pre-game before going to the club, and even in the club, niggas was just drinking, my nigga. And then it went from that to having blackouts. I've had many blackouts where I've gotten too drunk. I used to have long hair. I remember throwing up in my braids and shit. Like, it was bad. I was laid out in front of my building. I laid out in front of the park. Like, you know, nigga, we all had them times, right? It wasn't that crazy to just be too lit. It happens. Niggas get drunk. But there was also times where there was, you know what I'm saying, there was bad shit. Like, I'll tell y'all a story inside of a story. Rest in peace to my father, Kenneth Ballard, Fatback Band legend. We had his funeral in Harlem, right? After his funeral, I wanted to go out and get my mind off of shit. So me and my niggas went out. We were supposed to be my man told me we was on a guest list and we was going to get in, no problem. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's go. We went to, where we went? We went to Webster Hall. So when we pull up, When we pull up, they're they're like, nah, guest list is closed. And he's like, nah, we on the list. And he's like, nah, guest list is closed. So I automatically get mad now. I just saw my father in the casket. Like, it's real in the field. I'm trying to get my mind over this shit, and this bounce is blowing mine. So now I'm just walking back on the line, and out of nowhere, my nigga, I just snuff some nigga that's online. Pow! And then we take off running. Niggas grab me like, yo, Stash, what you doing? We run around the corner. Niggas drag me like, yo, Stash, what the fuck are you doing? Yo, you wailing out. Now I'm just, the emotions are coming out. I'm just wailing out now. Niggas was drunk. Niggas was, my bad, niggas was pre-gaming. So that's why I'm in this, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the funeral drinking. Niggas is just lit now. So now it's all hitting me. We go to the pizza shop. I remember the dude gave me a slice of pizza and I just threw that shit. And the homie was like, yo, Stash, like, well, you fucking wilding out. So I walk out of there and I'm trying to get a breather, right? I'm just, at this point, I'm fucking pissy drunk. So now we walking up the shit. We walking up the street. And I just stuff another nigga, pow. And we take off running. Now, while we running, the dude had his other two homies with him, and now they're calling us like, yo, come back here. Get over here, y'all. So I stopped, like, yo, hold on, y'all. Like, they niggas want beef. So I run back to niggas like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, you just can't snuff us and then run off like that. Like, what the fuck is going on? It was like just three white boys. And I remember, it was like small, medium, and tall nigga, like, all in an order like that, like a diagonal, right? And why they talk, I say, yo, my bad, man. I just came from my father's funeral. I'm wilding. My bad. I didn't mean to do that, my nigga. I'm just going through it. And they're like, yeah, man, but now they're screaming and shit. And I just black out. I fucking ignore everything they're saying. I zoom in on the middle nigga. Pow, knock him out. Now we scuffling. Nigga knocked me down on the floor. One of the dudes go to stomp me on my head. And my homie, all I saw was my homie jump over me and just lift this nigga off the ground. Bah! Now we're fighting. We're throwing niggas all around. Dudes. Now we run off. We jump in a cab. We head home. Niggas, I remember they broke my chain from scuffling. We in a cab now. I don't know who called my brother, but somebody did. And that nigga was waiting in front of the building for me. I remember that nigga was so mad. We screamed, we argued, and I was just going through it, but I was so drunk that I didn't give no fucks, my nigga. And then I woke up the next day and didn't remember nothing. Didn't remember nothing at all. Totally blacked out, and I was wondering why everybody was mad and just staring at me when I woke up to everybody in the family staring at me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And they're like, you don't remember what happened last night? And I'm like, oh, man. So that was one incident. And yeah, like I said, there started to become mad incidents like that where I was just wilding out and the anger was getting a bit like when my father died, it hit me pretty hard and like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really know how to deal with that shit, and it took me a long time. It took me a very long time to learn how to deal with the death of my father. That was my dog. That was my guy. I wish he was alive to see my kids, but that's neither here nor there. But so yeah, the drinking just started getting excessive, and like I'm a teenager now, getting older, but I'm just drinking like there's no tomorrow, like for no reason, and then niggas would just wake up early before noon and just go buy a bottle before eating. That's when I kind of knew. I'm like, damn, shit getting crazy. And then niggas I used to chill around would be like, yo, damn, dog, Mo, it's mad early. And I'm like, man, fuck that. We getting lit. Like, nigga, I'd be turned by 1 p.m. Summertime, I'll be lit before noon. Lit. I'm talking about whole bottle of Henny to the neck. That's wild. When you could just sit in the crib dolo and just drink to the neck is wild. Now that I think back on that shit, I'm like, damn, niggas drank so much. And like, just drinking was like just a thing for me and my crew. We'd go to bars and we just drink like there was no tomorrow and then wake up feeling like shit. I remember them hangover days. That shit is the worst shit. Feeling like shit all day long, and I hate throwing up. So like, I would try not to throw up, and that shit was a badass feeling, dog. So as the years go on, like I said, the alcohol's getting bad, and my mom sees it. I guess I don't see it at the time. Everyone's starting to see it though, and then, you know what I'm saying? I'm causing havoc within the family. I'm arguing, fighting with people, and just being rebellious. You know what I'm saying? Just wilding. I'm just picking any reason to go off and go drink, and I'm just getting smashed every night. Pause. Like I'm smashing these bottles like it's nothing. Like just drinking like there's no tomorrow, dog. And I remember there was a time I woke up and I was like, you know what? I want some champagne. Like niggas like to drink rosé. We used to drink champagne rosé, Moet rosé. Still do, but this is when we started. You know, at a young age, I started drinking champagne. You know, that wasn't too crazy, but whatever. But what's crazy about it is I woke up one morning at like 8 a.m. waiting for the liquor store to open. Went and bought some Sean Don rosé, and I started drinking. I drank the whole bottle in the morning. Champagne. I drank the whole shit of champagne. I was so fucking lit. And niggas came over and was like, damn, Mo, what the fuck? It's not even afternoon time. Like, niggas used to come over in the morning and we smoke and chill and kick it. You know, when niggas ain't at work. Like, on the weekends and shit. But, niggas would be like, yo, Mo, it's too early. What are you doing? And I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm 2 bottles in. I got beers all over the place. Like, yo, in the beers, I used to drink so many beers. I could drink, like, I used to drink the yellow can of Coors. That was my shit. I would buy, like, I remember one day I bought 10 of those, and my man was like, Stash, you drinking all 10 of those? And it was like 10 a.m. And I thought he was gonna share them with me. He was like, yo, Mo, I'm not drinking all those. I'll drink one with you, Stash. And I was like, fuck it, I'll drink the other 8. I'll drink the other 8. And I drank the other 8, my nigga, and I remember I was so passed out. And niggas was gigging on me. I know niggas was gigging on me, but I was so fucking lit, I didn't care. Like, you get to the point where when it's to the point where you're so lit, you don't even care that niggas is talking shit about you. Like, I didn't care, my nigga. I was lit. So then that champagne shit started. That shit started a whole new fucking wave, and I just started popping bottles of champagne like I won a Grammy. Like every morning, beers and champagne. Like, and then I remember one day I'm like, yo, I wanted to know what a 40 ounce tastes like, because when I was younger, that wasn't a thing. That was for old school niggas. Like, we didn't drink 40s, but I was like, fuck it, I want a 40. I went and bought a 40, nigga. Like, went and bought a 40. Shit started to get diffy, man. So the drinking just started getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And like I said, I didn't see it at the time. I'm just thinking like, oh, I'm just out getting lit. Fuck it. But it was causing a lot of shit. But I had a lot of pain inside. I was dealing with a lot of shit, and I guess I figured alcohol was the way, and that shit made me feel good and not give a fuck. You know what I mean? So fuck it. I was getting drunk every day and just not feeling a thing and just going through the emotions. Never really talked to anybody about anything. The family, we weren't like that where we sit and talk things out, and you know what I'm saying. So shit never really got spoken about. Niggas, shit just happened and niggas moved on. So like I said, I never really dealt with my dad's death, and that shit really took me down a dark hole with the drinking. And I know after that is when the drinking just got crazy. He died in '05. So after '05, moving all the way to like to 20 years of drinking, my nigga, like ruined me. Like it's crazy that I can look back now and be like, yeah, that shit definitely ruined me. I was straight alcoholic, my nigga. I was just drinking for no reason. I would just be like, yo, niggas trying to sip, and niggas was always with trying to sip. And I would just get drunk. It'd be middle of the day. Middle of the day, my nigga. And just and then I started realizing I'm around niggas who just drink all day too. So now it's just like some bum shit, really. Right? So now let me get to a main story where everything changed for me in life. I remember it like it was yesterday. Now there used to be a crib when I was living on the island before I had moved to the West Coast. Niggas know it was a crib that wasn't my crib, but I was staying there. It was some chick. She wasn't my chick, but she was a psycho bitch. But I always used to let all the homies come through, and we pretty much turned the crib into a trap house. Niggas was doing all types of shit inside of there, like smoking it out, and niggas had shit all laid out on the table. It was crazy. It was crazy. It looked like New Jack City, my nigga. I'm gonna keep it real. Those who know know. Those who know. I ain't gonna say the apartment number there, but niggas know in the full building. Niggas know. But I remember, nigga, and like I said, I used to have people come through and like the homies really it never used to be crazy like this night I'm about to tell you. But I used to have the homies there. We'd sit there and smoke all day. I'd freestyle over some beats. Niggas would watch YouTube or niggas would watch a battle or you know what I'm saying. Niggas would just be kicking back. Shorty didn't really give a fuck. Like sometimes she get in her little mood, but nobody gave a fuck about what she thought anyway. So, um, yeah, niggas just took over the crib at any given time. So, there's one particular night I remember. It's crazy because I don't even know how. Like I don't even know why I let this happen, and I shouldn't have. But again, I was lit, so I ain't give a fuck, right? Fucking, there was mad people in the crib, and there was people that I usually wouldn't let come through. Like I was like, whatever. Like how did all these people get here? Like it's lit. Like it's like a good 10 people inside the living room. And niggas is all drinking, loud, smoking, knocking shit over. Like I don't give a fuck because I didn't care about the crib, but I'm just like, damn, it's crazy in here, right? So now, two of the homies at the time are getting into it. I'm looking from afar, and I see that they're like kind of like talking, but I can see that it's not a good convo. So I walk over there and like, that was good, and like one nigga's going off on the other nigga, and I know that the other nigga doesn't play like that, and they don't play like that with each other. Pause. Like I know him like that, but the other nigga don't know him like that. So I'm like, yo, chill, my nigga. Like he don't even play like that. Like I'm trying to defuse the situation, and I like just jump in. I put myself in the situation now, and I'm like, I'm beefing with the nigga who was beefing with the nigga who doesn't play like that. I'm like, yo, chill, my nigga. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I go to swing on him. I miss. I remember I punched a hole in my flat screen, and he got off on me. I took a hit. I remember he chipped my toe. I woke up the next day, a chipped tooth. I'm like, what the fuck? It was crazy. Like, I was that lit that I just wilded out. There was no reason for me to even jump into that shit. So at the time, my little sister, was working at an outpatient program, rehab. And they had this place upstate called Arms Acres. And she was telling me, listen, I can put you in this program for 30 days, medicated, paid for, you don't have to pay for nothing, just go, like, give it a chance. Like, she would just try to drill it in my head. And I'm like, nah, man, fuck all that, fuck all that. This is prior to this night happening, right? And I'm like, nah, man, I ain't fucking doing it, ignorant shit. But let me tell you, after this night, like, something hit me, nigga. I woke up and I remember I was looking in the mirror like, Stas, we can't do this, my nigga. Like, I remember telling myself, I'm like, yo, we cannot, I can't keep going like this. Like, I felt so defeated. I remember I was just like I'm tired. I can't do this shit no more. Like, this something gotta fucking change. And then I remember I called my sister and I told her, yo, you still could get me in that program? She was like, yeah, I can get you on a van tomorrow. I said, all right, let's do it. I ain't tell nobody nothing. I didn't tell niggas, yo, I remember waking up and everybody was just hung over and just niggas was just going about their day. And niggas had no clue that I was plotting this. So then I packed my shit, didn't even tell the bitch whose crib it was, I just was dipping. I packed my shit for 30 days, big ass bag. And when she wasn't looking, I dipped out, went to the city, caught the van, straight upstate. My nigga it felt like nigga was going to jail, I ain't gonna lie. They put you in this van with these other niggas and they're picking up people from different locations and we're going upstate. It's like I wanna say it's like an hour upstate. It's called Arms Acres. It's a facility. Now this is brand new for me. I'm about to go away for 30 days. Nobody knows where I went. Nobody knows that I dipped. Nobody knows nothing. And now all I'm thinking about is, damn, I want a drink. I want a drink. I need a drink. Like a nigga just want to drink. I'm thinking about getting lit. I'm thinking about, damn, next 30 days I can't even get lit. Like, hold on, no pun intended, but let's do it. Yeah, I remember the whole van ride upstate. I'm thinking to myself like, damn, I just want a shot, man. Like, I just want a damn. And I'm thinking about I ain't gonna lie, I'm thinking about how I'm gonna try to maneuver and finagle getting some liquor into the shit. But then on the flip side, I'm also thinking like, nah, man, this is about to be a new beginning for me. Like I'm dead ass. I just left my family, left everybody, nigga, dipped. Only my family knew where I went, but nobody else knew where I went, my nigga. This is the first time niggas are knowing, hearing this. Nobody knew where I went. I just disappeared. I told nobody nothing. I didn't text nobody nothing. And when you go to this place, you gotta give your phone in. I think if I remember correctly, it was yeah, there was no phone. I had to get my phone in. I turned my phone off. 30 days, nigga. Now look, we pull up to the spot. Nice ass fuck up. From the outside, I'm like, what are we at a hotel? I'm thinking we like stopping at a hotel. So I'm like, all right, I don't know what's going on, but whatever. We hop out. It's looking like the country. It's just open land, and it's fucking beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. But it's the rehab. I remember at the front, I gave my phone in. They said, for the next 30 days, we gotta complete the program. It's paid by Medicaid. So I'm like, oh shit, this is real. Y'all hear me? Your boy took it upon himself, and I went to rehab because the drinking was out of control. There was nothing else but alcohol at the time. So I entered the facility. Now they have a detox program, but that's for people that's on, heroin and dope and crack and meth and, shit that niggas gotta, they take 7 days to wing off that shit and then they put you in the regular facility. But it's all in the same building. Well, we go in, you walk past the detox, you can hear niggas going through it. Niggas is screaming, niggas is slamming shit. Niggas is yelling that they want they fix. Like it's crazy. It's feeling crazy. But the fucking place looks so it looks like a fucking resort, my nigga. The whole 30 days I was there, I wore my slides. I ain't put no sneakers on. Maybe once or twice when we went outside, but that was it. Arms Acres, my nigga, was like a fucking resort. I couldn't fucking believe it. And in my head, I'm like, damn, addicts are living like this? I'm like, shit is low key kind of better. But mind you, I'm around a bunch of niggas that are addicts off of other shit. Yeah, there's alcoholics in there, but well, I'm trying to think when I went in. Oh, so I was smoking at the time. Before when this night happened, before leaving the rehab, I had started smoking. So my bad, I skipped that part. But I had started smoking, and then so yeah, and all I kept thinking was like, damn, I just want to smoke. I want to smoke. I want to drink. I want to drink. I want to smoke. So now it's about to be no drinking and no smoking for 30 days, right? Now, mind you, we got meth heads, we got crack heads, we got dope heads, we got pill poppers, we got all types of niggas in there. All types of niggas, bro. And it's nobody knows nobody. The niggas that are in there kind of know each other already, but now we're the newcomers. So now it's like, it's dead ass feeling like jail, my nigga, but it's so nice. I'm looking around like, yo, I can't believe this shit. I was just so shocked, right? Now, I get settled in. They put me in this room with this dude. This kid was on dope. I don't remember his name, but shout out to homie because we I remember we got cool, but I remember there was nights, man. The first few nights, man, was fucking rough, dog, because I had to deal with this nigga going through withdrawals. Like, see, I'm not withdrawing, but I'm just thinking about having a drink, and I'm just thinking about a drink and smoking weed, like. And I remember when, niggas got to know me, niggas was like, yo, you in here for smoking and drinking? They like, nigga, you don't need this shit. Like, niggas couldn't believe I was in there for that. Like, niggas are like, meaning, like, they're telling me, like, niggas is in here for harder shit, homie. Like, but, yeah, there was nights I had to deal with this nigga withdrawing, my nigga, and twitching and moving and shaking, and it was crazy, dog. I ain't never seen no shit like this. And I couldn't speak to my family for like a week or two. So like no, like I have no communication to nobody. Nobody knows where I'm at, and I'm in this fucking rehab, about to do 30 days. So now they have their meetings. Their day to day is you wake up, you eat. They got their meetings. You go to meetings throughout the day, and then you end your night. at these meetings is where you get to is where you find out who's who, and everybody tells their story. And it took me a minute to stand up because I used to see that, like, you see it in movies where niggas be like, "Hi, my name is blah blah blah, I'm a blah blah blah." Like, so I had to fucking do that shit, but it took me a minute, my nigga, because I was like, damn, I gotta really stand up and say I'm an addict, my nigga. Like, in my head, like, my niggas, we hear addict and think crackhead. Like, no disrespect to nobody. I'm just saying this is how niggas was thinking. So I'm like, damn, I gotta stand up and tell niggas I'm an addict, dog. Like, that's crazy. I just drink and smoke. Like, this is what I'm thinking. These are my thoughts going through my head, right? So I'm going to meetings. I'm in the mix. I'm getting used to this shit. Cause I already told myself we finna do this. So we in it to win it now. There's no turning back. So we go into meetings. I'm meeting certain niggas. I'm hearing stories, and I'm just like, damn, the stories these niggas are telling. I'm like, it's fucking insane, dog. Insane. I knew this kid, right? He was cool as shit from upstate. He said he used to do 55 bags of dope a day. And I remember telling him, like, dog, how are you still alive? And I remember he just laughed, like, shit crazy. And I'm just like, what? And I remember I would see niggas tell, there was niggas who had to take their daily meds in there. I wasn't on no meds or nothing, so it was none of that. Nigga was just going through emotions. But there was niggas that would take their meds, act like they took them, run to their room, crush the pills up, and snort it. And I'm like, what? You niggas are in here aren't y'all niggas in here to change? Like, I didn't understand that. Niggas was getting high in rehab. Like, it blew my mind, dog. So now I'm in this place, right? No communication. Again, nobody knows where I'm at. I'm hearing stories and I'm meeting niggas. I'm getting cool with niggas. You know what I'm saying? I forgot why, but I ended up changing roommates. And this is where I met my nigga Bing. Shout out to my nigga Bing. I ain't gonna put his business out there, but no, matter of fact, it's fine. Like, cause we were both alcoholics, so that's what was crazy. We were both alcoholics, so we both felt the same way. But niggas was trying to change, and this was the only option left for niggas. And I remember me and my nigga Bing got hella cool. My nigga Bing is still my nigga. Shout out to my nigga Bing. I love my nigga. Niggas both got out and changed their lives, dead ass. I love my nigga to the death. Me and Bing now, see, me and Bing, we went through some rough times, my nigga. But it was good to finally have a homie who was thinking how I was thinking and feeling how I was feeling. So, like I said, we going to meetings and all that. And finally I get to a point where I'm like, fuck it, I'm about to just they call on me and I say, fuck it, let's do it. I stand up and I say, hi, my name is Adam and I'm an alcoholic. And niggas clapped and, nice to meet you. Like, and it was crazy. Off of that, made niggas want to start coming to me and talking to me and hearing my story. And niggas couldn't believe that all I did was just drink and smoke. Niggas was like, well, like, I had people tell me, man, I wish I had those problems. I had niggas telling me they wish they had my problems. So now we get to the 2 weeks. I finally called my son. This is when Izzy was a baby. At the time, I'm trying to work things out with his mom. Things aren't looking good. I got that on my mind. Now I just want to get high, like, smoke. I just want to smoke weed and I just want to drink. I just want to get lit. I'm thinking like, damn, I left my boy. Like, shit's fucking with me, man. Like, there's times where I remember at night I would just sit there and they would all hit me like, damn. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? It would just, I would cry. I fucking wanted to leave, but I can't. I stayed. That's one thing I did, my nigga. I didn't quit. I ended up doing the whole 30 days, but we'll get to that. But yeah, man, I started, talking more in meetings. I started meeting certain people, and my talking to people helped certain niggas because, dog, having somebody to talk to, another person who's like level-headed, that was like gold to them. Somebody that wasn't a counselor, like, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm just walking around this joint just like soaking all this shit in like, damn, like, but I can't believe I'm in rehab, my nigga. Like, And I'm thinking, you know, part of me's thinking like, damn, I hope I'm able to get out of this shit when I want to. Like, I hope I'm not trapped in here. Like, I kept thinking that too. I'm like, oh man, hope niggas didn't do me dirty and just trap me in here. Cause I'm thinking crazy out shit. I'm thinking, you know, once you're in there, it's no coming out because they're not gonna believe anything you say. I'm like, oh man. But yeah, I started, niggas started getting more relaxed. I started doing activities. They had activities for us. There was like horses and shit outside where we were. We was upstate, like so. It was some real upstate shit. Um, so I just started letting that shit work for me, man. And I remember I was trying to get into the Bible and all that, just lightly. I wasn't heavy on it, but you know what I'm saying. So as the weeks go on, the weeks go. I mean, yeah, as the weeks go on, right? We're reaching the 30 days. So now I'm at a point where I'm so comfortable and I'm so like chill. Like I'm used to the environment now. I adapted myself. And I'm feeling so refreshed. I'm not even thinking that could finally come to a point where I'm not even thinking about drinking and smoking. Like so that part worked for sure. Cause you know I didn't have it, so there was nothing I could do. And I wasn't about to stress myself every single day over that shit. You know what I mean? And like I said, you start having homies and everybody starts kicking in on some positive shit. Um, Damn, lost my train of thought. Oh, so we reached the 30 days, right? And they say I have the option where if I'm not ready to leave yet, I can go further upstate and do a 6 month program. Now, mind you, I'm not mandatory, which means I can go in these places and I can leave when I want at any time. Mandatory means you have to stay, you can't leave. But I wasn't mandated. You know what I'm saying? So I said, fuck it, I'll go. You know, for a second, I took some, I told them, let me think about it. Then I spoke to my mom, and you know, my mom was heavy on this help in my life, and she was heavy on this being the only option and the only thing left to help me change. So she was big on this. Yes, do it, do it, do it. She's like, just let it work. And you know, on the other side of my brain, I'm thinking, oh, the family just wants me out of here, right? So fucking some days go by. I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, shit, man, 6 months is a long time. I'm like, but fuck it, I was so comfortable, and I felt so good being away from the block, my nigga, and not drinking and turning up with niggas. It was just so, my mind was at ease. Even though I was still going through the emotions and all that, my mind was at ease, my nigga. Like, I really was at ease. And that's what made me be like, you know what? Fuck it, I would do it. So when the 30 days was up, I packed my shit up. I completed that. So I completed the 30 days. You know what I'm saying? They congratulated me. I said peace to everybody. Now, oh, a quick inside story on that. I remember there was this dude that came in, right? Now, when he came in, he was one aggressive ass nigga. Young boy. I hope my nigga doing well out there somewhere, man. Um, but yeah, pulled up, hella aggressive, wasn't trying to hear nothing. Like, he would scream at all the female counselors. Like, he would just go off, like, fuck you, bitch. Ah. Like, I'm talking hella disrespectful, my nigga. Like, crazy shit, like, crazy shit. And I'm like, damn, this nigga's not gonna last in here. And I remember we was in a meeting, and the council was talking about how his wife pulled up to bring him lunch one day, and you know all the addicts was started screaming derogatory remarks to her and shit, and saying disrespectful shit. Homie raised his hand, and everybody looked like, what the niggas was like, oh, he's about to wig out, because he's known for just wigging out. So niggas was like, oh shit. And then the council calls on him. He's like, yeah. He was like, listen, man, no disrespect, but I would have been one of them niggas. And niggas looked at him like, what? And niggas was like, he was like, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect, just like I would have been one of them niggas, man. Like I'm fucked up, and I would have probably been one of them niggas that scream disrespectful shit to your wife. Like no disrespect, but like yeah, like that's how I am. And you know, niggas, he started telling his story, my nigga. How the nigga said he's never met his mother. He's never seen his mother in person. Other than being born, he's never seen her. Doesn't know what she looked like, doesn't know what she sounded like. Never seen his mother. When he said that, my nigga, the whole room was like, it was like a whole group. The whole group of us at the same time was like, oh, now it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward to I'm leaving out now. Everybody's congratulating me, and I remember a homie comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, you out New York?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna go further up, my nigga. You know, see what this shit do for a nigga." He's like, "Yo." He was like, "Yo, good shit, my nigga." I was like, "Yo, listen, my nigga, let this shit work for you, my nigga." I remember I told him like, "Damn, I ain't gonna hold you." The nigga almost got a little emotional. Like, nigga might get emotional on here. Like, shit gets real, my nigga. Trust me. I remember I told him, "Yo, let this shit work for you, dog. Like, chill out a little bit, my nigga. They cool, my nigga. They cool. They ain't trying to hurt us. Let this shit work, homie. You know what I mean? Go to the meetings, my nigga. Talk your story, my nigga. Niggas need to hear that. Let that shit out, my dog. Let that shit out." And I remember I had this Born, my nigga Monster bought me this Born Fly sweatsuit, this gray fly shit. Monster Love Born Fly. I remember I had that on. I stepped out in that. I had the Nikes on and all that, you know, on some fresh shit, like a nigga leaving the pen. Like, and he was like, "Yo, New York." And after that, so after I said what I said to him, right, he gave me a dap and a hug. And as I'm walking off, he like, "Yo, New York, that Born Fly shit is fly, my nigga." I was like, You already know, my nigga." He was like, "Yo, stay up, my G." I was like, "You too, my guy." Got in the van, went up top. Now I went further. Now I'm like 2, 3 hours away now. I forgot the name of this place, but now this shit, it was different. This shit was different. Now this shit is for niggas that's doing 6 months and more. Like this is shit that niggas stay there until niggas is rehabilitated type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Motherfucking. Now I'm in this new spot. Now this spot felt like jail. Like not in the sense that it was crazy. It just felt like it looked the way they structured it. It just felt like jail. It felt like jail, right? Now mind you, now I'm doing 6 months in this joint, and I can leave when I want, but I'm trying to make this shit work. But I remember I'm arguing with my mom. I'm like, "Yo, I'm not about to do this shit. I'm gonna stay for a couple weeks." She's like, "No, you need to do those 6 months and ah." So I'm like, whatever, right? So now back to going through the emotions. Now we starting all over again, meeting new niggas, not talking at first, peeping the scenery. Um, the rooms were much bigger. It was two to a room though. I had a new roommate. I came in on his room. Pause. Little homie, I remember. Um, I think he was a GD. I'm not sure. I think he was a GD if I'm correct. But I remember he was cool. We was cool. He was telling me the ropes, telling me how shit go and all that. You know what I mean? Now this is a new spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm the new nigga now, so I'm just going through the new nigga shit. And I get cool with the roommate, so he's introducing me to niggas, and we had chow and all that. So now I begin this journey. First day one of 6 months. Now this shit was different. You had your meetings and all that, but this was more like you had more free time, like to yourself. You came out once or twice, maybe 3 times tops for a meeting or two, and then niggas had the rest of the day doing nothing. It was kind of boring because niggas had nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? All I was thinking about was my son and what I'm gonna do when I get back and everything like that. Right? So fucking now I'm going through these emotions now, new emotions. I'm thinking about I'm thinking about if niggas made it out at the last spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about my homie Bang. I remember, you know what I'm saying? We get my bad. I skipped that, but me and Bang definitely pieced out before I left, and I told him we was gonna stay in touch, which we did. So again, shout out to my nigga. That's my brother. But yeah, this new place, man, it's a lot different. It's much bigger. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going through it, man. Day to day, going to meetings, letting my shit out. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get comfortable again. Now, this is a place where a lot of things took a turn for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, at this point, everything's been working for me. You know what I'm saying? It was a rough patch or two I hit, but All in all, the shit really worked for a nigga, and I felt so refreshed. Like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like a new person. But I just felt like I wanted to be away a little longer, right? I wasn't ready to go back to the block because I knew there was nothing there for a nigga. And I was just trying to figure it out, my nigga. I was just trying to figure it out. So now as time go by, I think I did. I think at this point it's like how much time? It was like maybe I want to say I want to say a month. I want to say a month maybe. Let's just say a month. I want to say a month. I remember I'm in the hall cafeteria, right? I'm sitting there chilling, eating, and there was this dude walking around, right? At first, I ain't paying no mind to him, but what caught my eyes, I seen him just like shuffling back and forth from person to person, and I noticed that he's like going in his pocket and he's taking everything out, and he's handing everything to everybody. So I'm like, wait, what? So one of my homies comes up behind me, pause, and he's like, oh shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is good? He's like, oh, I forgot, Stash. Like, you don't know the signs of shit in here. He's like, yo, homie about to commit suicide. And I'm like, what? I'm like, nigga, shut up. I'm thinking he's bugging. I'm just like, nigga, you trying to scare nigga. Like, get out of here. He's like, nah, Stash, for real. Like, they say one of the signs is you start giving all your belongings away before commit suicide. They say that's one of the signs. Look it up. So I'm looking at him like, nigga, please. He's like, all right, my nigga, you can stick around for this, but I ain't about to watch this. So he walk off, and I'm like, this nigga trying to scare me with these weird ass stories. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching homie, right? He's walking around giving everything out of his pockets. Now he's empty, and he's just pacing back and forth. Now he walks out the building. I'm watching this now. I watch him walk out the building, climb up a water tower, take a belt, wrap it around his neck, wrap it around the thing, and hang himself. I watched the nigga hang himself, my nigga. Do y'all hear me? I watched a human being walk himself, climb himself up a water tower, tie a belt around his neck, and hang himself. But because he did it wrong, or however way he did the belt, it popped and he hit the floor. Now I swear on everything I love. On everything I love. When that happened, as soon as he hit the floor, I went straight to the office and was like, I'm good. I'm good. I've seen enough. I told him I'm good. I've seen enough. You hear me? I just saw a nigga try to kill himself. I told them niggas, that's it, man. And of course, my mom was like, no, you need to stay. And I don't think she understood what I just told her. And she's like, you need to stay. And I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. You know, I ain't have it all together yet, but I knew I was good enough to be good. I don't think y'all hear me, man. I saw a nigga hang himself. Nigga tried to take his own life right before my eyes. So the homie who was telling me, like, oh yeah, he's bugging out, like, homie knew exactly what he was talking about. Because that's exactly what homie did. Tried to commit suicide. He hit the ground. I went straight to the office and told him, when's the next van back to Queens? And I remember the director, he tried to talk me out of it. He's like, I know you saw what just happened. Listen, you know, things like that. I said, no, listen, I don't think you understand me, homie. I'm not mandated. He was like, listen, I know, Adam, I know you're not. I said, no. When's the next van back to Queens? When's the next van back to Queens? They was like, are you sure? And I'm like, I'm positive. And like, I think I was flipping out a little bit. I'm like, did y'all niggas just not see the nigga trying to kill himself? And they all acting normal and shit. I'm like, nah, see, this ain't the place for me. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. You dig? So I packed my things. The next van is at 3 a.m. the next morning. I go straight to my room. I tell little homie, yo, I'm out of here, bro. I told him what happened. He wasn't in the cafeteria. He was in the room. I told him what happened. He was like, damn, OG, like that? I said, yeah, I'm out of here, kid. I said, yo, you be safe, my nigga. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Just stay sucker free. And I waited for that van, nigga. I was ready to go at 2, nigga. That van pulled up. I jumped right in that motherfucking nigga. Got to Queens at like 5 a.m. Got back. Went back to the crib that I was used to staying at. You know what I'm saying? Because it was the only place I knew and had. So went back there. Um, I told myself I wasn't gonna smoke, but I got back into smoking. So, but it wasn't crazy, and I started realizing it's just weed. Like, but my mom kept on, oh, it's still you're still gonna lead down the addiction the line again, and you're gonna fall into. I'm like, wow, it's not that serious. And there was even a time, before I went to rehab, I was drinking lean. I was, it was crazy shit, bro. It was crazy shit. So think about it: weed, liquor, and lean, horrible combo. So now I'm back home. I'm back on the island, Roseville Island, where I'm from. And of course, I get back around the same circle of niggas I told myself I wasn't gonna get around anymore. Same disappointments, the same shit talking, the same hating. Nothing changed for niggas, right? And I kind of fell back in the shit and whatever, started smoking again. But at this point now, it's like, I think that's when I became an official stoner. I just was like, fuck it, I want to smoke. I like smoking. It keeps me chill. I don't be wild off the weed. Like, it's cool, whatever. I was a little upset that I broke the sobriety, but I'm like, whatever. Then I felt like I was going down the path again. I started drinking. I told myself I wasn't going to drink no more. So then, I think my mom told me about this place in Brooklyn. This was called Anchor House. Now, Anchor House is a 6-month program. So now, I forgot what happened, but like I think shit just started falling in my own ways again. So somehow, some way, my mom talked me into going to doing this new program, and they talked a good game, and it was very Christian like. This was more this was more Christian based. Like we went to church every morning, like it was like that. So I went and did that. I said, "Fuck it, you know what? That's it. Let me go do this whole 6 months. Let me really go do 6 months." And it was in Brooklyn. I could see my son if I wanted to. So at least I was home. I was just in another borough. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn wasn't far on the train. So I get in here, man. Now, at first, this was different because now it's like like 3, 4 dudes to a room. Now, mind you, I met great people at Anchor House. Shout out to Anchor House because Anchor House is the spot that definitely changed my life. Anchor House is the spot that definitely changed my life. Like I said, it was Christian based. That's where I got more in tune with the Bible. I started to read the Bible. I started from the very beginning, from Genesis, and I think I read 4 or 5 books, and then I think I just fell off. But I was trying. I was really into it, and you know what I'm saying. I fell off. I fell out of God a little bit, but I always keep the faith. You know what I'm saying. And this place really showed me that. This place really broke me down to my core and really pause got it out of me. Like this is the spot that really did it for me. Shout out to Anchor House in Brooklyn. If you somebody that's really fighting through some shit, my nigga, and really can't kick the habit, please go to Anchor House. Go to Anchor House. They will definitely help you. Do the 6 months. Let that shit work. Do the year. Whatever it is you got to do it. Like I said, I met some great people. I met a homie. We became close friends. He was from Staten Island. Cool homie. Like this is where I broke down in tears the most. Now I'm gonna tell you a crazy story. We was in a church service one day, and there was a pastor there, and he came to lay hands on people. I don't know what made me do this, dog, but my nigga, when I tell you this is my hand to God. Nothing I'm telling y'all is a lie. Everything is a true story. I'm telling y'all through my addiction story. Motherfucking, there was a pastor laying hands. I don't know what told me to stand up and go do it, Stash. No, actually, he called me out. He said, you, come here. And I was like, oh, shit. And they was like, yo, go, Stash, go, go, go. So I got up. He said some words to me. You could tell I was going through it. When I tell you he laid hands on me, bro, pause. When he did that, like he put his hand on my head like this. Bro, all I remember is my body going stiff. And I couldn't feel it, but niggas told me after the fact, they was like, yo, Stash, that shit was crazy. Like, you was standing there. They said I was standing there, like, shaking like this. Like crazy, like this, my nigga, like OD. I didn't feel myself shaking. I just was stiff. I thought I was perfectly still. Niggas was like, yo, that shit look crazy. Like, my nigga, I couldn't, my legs got weak. They had to catch me. Like, yeah, I went through that. On everything I love, my nigga. This place really got me in tune with my spirit, my nigga, and I'm forever grateful to Anchor House. Like, I remember starting out, it was rough again, but I was able to get visitors, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pastor Dan from Roosevelt Island and his family. Dan came to see me. Some homies at the time came to see me. My moms came to see me. My son came to see me. My baby moms came to see me. So I had some visitors after time. And there was a point where I was doing so well, they allowed me to call my son every night to do prayers with him because it was a thing I did, and I needed to do that. So, fast forward a little bit, you know what I'm saying, because we towards the end. But, yeah, man, it was rough, but I ended up completing the 6 months, man. I did 6 months in that joint. I let it work for me. And, yeah, it changed my life, man. That spot definitely changed my life. I came out, I stopped drinking for a while. And, yeah, I'm just thinking back, y'all, pardon me. So now that brings me to, it's funny that I got water, right? Oh, give me a second. I drank that too fast. But it brings me to where it's funny why I got water, because now all I could drink is White Claws. That's my shit, I don't drink them too crazy, but that's as far as I go now. Coming from a person that used to take shots of 151, I think I did well. And yeah, I'm not into that getting monkey drunk anymore, and yeah, that don't do it for me no more. I like to get nice and buzz. Pardon me. I like to get nice and buzz, right? And I'm cool with that. I smoke my weed. I'm a stoner. I smoke cannabis. I indulge in cannabis. Where I live, it's legal. I live in Las Vegas, so it's legal here. There's no shame frowned upon it. And yeah, man, I suggest everybody, start your stoner journey. I also do mushrooms. I used to think mushrooms was the worst shit in the world until I did my first trip, and it was mind blowing. So shout to all the shroomers out there, right? I'm all for the shrooms and weed, and that's as far as I take it. To each its own, right? But like I said, if you somebody out there that's really fighting some shit and you really want to change your life, please, man, the help is out there. See, as men, we feel like we too macho to go ask for some help. Fuck all that, man. That shit is dead. That shit is dead, my nigga. Them niggas that you hang around, them niggas don't care. Them niggas is going through the same shit as you. And I got homies out there, man. This is for y'all if niggas is listening. I got homies out there, man, that I know can use the help, bro. Just go get it. It's there. You know what I'm saying? The help is there, my nigga. Just go change your life, my nigga. It's worth it. It's worth living, dog. It's worth living. I'm about to live life for real, dog. I'm about to really chase my dreams on this shit. With this podcast shit, God's giving me another chance, my nigga, to do this podcast shit, to get my music back popping. With a great manager like my nigga GTOJ. Like, it's worth living, dog. So please, if you somebody really struggling out there, my nigga, and can't kick the habit, go get help. It's worth it. It changed my life, and I'm proud of what I went through, and I wouldn't change it for nothing because it made me who I am today. And I feel good. I made it out, so you can too. You dig? So that's my story, y'all. I hope everybody appreciate it. Shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to all my followers. Shout out to all my supporters. Like, that was a real personal thing that I wanted to share with y'all. Because there's somebody out there that's going to watch this, and hopefully it'll make them want to go get help if they need it. This is no shame on nobody. This is a personal story. These are my personal things that I went through. And I wanted to share it with y'all, man. And I feel like it was privileged to let it be known what I went through. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody. Click like, share, and subscribe. This is episode 5. Yeah, there you go. Right there. Shout out to my manager. Anchor House is on Bergen Street, y'all. So if you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, there goes the chat. The address is in the chat. Shout out to Anchor House, man. Shout out to the whole staff over there. I appreciate y'all for helping me change my life. And if it wasn't for y'all, I don't know where I'd be. So that's the episode for today, y'all. I appreciate everybody watching. Keep tuning in, man. We try to make this the best podcast, the highest podcast in the whole entire universe, you know. The Stash Box Podcast has nothing like it. This is what I told y'all. We're going to keep it raw. And we're going to talk real shit, my nigga. There's going to be good days. There's going to be bad days. But we're going to keep it official over here. You know what I'm saying? So I hope everybody enjoyed my story. And again, if you're somebody who needs the help, I hope my story really helps you. And I made it out. You can too. It's worth living. Appreciate y'all, man. It's your boy Zah Morant. We out of here.